Joe. Welcome to my channel, AGTV for Life. I know you're here to get a really awesome tour of Samantha's ice cream parlor, so let's get started. So this video is a tour of Samantha's ice cream parlor, and this is one room in my dollhouse. So let me show you some of the other rooms just to give you an idea of other videos coming your way. Next to the ice cream parlor, we have a bathroom. And then we have Kit's attic bedroom. We have my studio and craft room for AGTV for Life. This is my YouTuber's room. And next to that, we have some paper towels and Clorox that we'll pull out. Yes, I'm always cleaning and tidying up my dollhouse. And this is the nursery. And over here we have Molly's bedroom. And now there's a couple of things here. I have two Mollys, and this one here I put some lipstick on and she looks awful, but I have to fix that. So anyway, this is Molly's room, and we'll eventually get a tour of that room. And over here we have Caroline's parlor. Sorry, I have sensor lights, so I just wanted to put those lights on. And we're going to get a tour of that room. And up here, we have my office and craft room, and we'll eventually get to that. And over here, we have my pantry, and we'll do a tour of this. Even though I did a tour of the pantry a long time ago when I first started my channel, about 2.5 years ago, it's changed a little bit, so we'll get through that. And now let me show you the bottom floor. And here's Rip in the living room. And we have a dining area and the kitchen area here. And believe me, we're going to go through everything in detail. Let me just quickly show you. Look at this refrigerator. And I intend to show you everything. Wait, let me put these lights on. Hold on. Okay. I intend to show you everything in the refrigerator. Look at this. It's packed. So that's the inside of the refrigerator. And let's look at the freezer. Look at all that food in there. So when we get to the kitchen, we're going to go through all of that. And also, look at these cabinets. Oh my goodness, wait till you see all this stuff. Yeah, lots of stuff in there, right? Okay, so that's the kitchen. And then Julie has a kitchen. And we're going to go through all of this. And Julie has a bedroom. Hi, Julie. Show everybody your bedroom. She has censored lights in here too if they want to come on. There you go. And we've got a lot of stuff in Julie's room too. So yeah, so that is my main dollhouse. I do have other doll spaces, but this is the main dollhouse. And there's Rosie. My cat Rosie is here to hang out with me. Hi, Rosie. Yeah. So that's it. So let's head back to the third floor of the dollhouse and let's talk about Samantha's ice cream parlor. Just a couple of things before we get started. I did another tour of this room a while back, and I will link it below in case you want to check that out. I think it was of a whole Christmas scene from what I remember. And just another thing is on the ceiling here, I have these lights, and I got these on Amazon. They're motion censored, or they can stay on all the time. You can set it however you want, and they are rechargeable. So basically, hold on, let me show you. I have magnets on the ceiling, and you take them down, you charge them, and then you stick them back up. I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I included a link to these lights in case you're interested in buying them for your own dollhouse. Okay, now let's get back to the room tour. This sign here I made, and I should also say that my goal for this room was not to replicate everything from Samantha's era. So it does have a mix of all kinds of things. It even has some of Felicity's stuff in here. So I really wasn't shooting for that theme. It's a mixture of a lot of different things, and it was really what I liked and what I thought would work in this room. Now we have Samantha's chair, and this came with a little serving cart that I bought a while back, and this pillow is a Christmas ornament that I found at Target a long time ago. I took the string off it and you turn it around and there you go. And let's look at everything here. Hold on. There we go. This little teacup and plate, I couldn't even tell you where I got that. Probably at a thrift store. And then we have some of Samantha's pastries on the bottom, and it escapes me what they're called. But feel free if you want to include the description of these things in the comments for everyone else, because I can't remember. These pastries on the top came with an early Pleasant Company set. And the one thing I remember about them is that it came with a starfish cake, but I don't know the name of that set. The 2-tier holder here is American Girl. In the back, we have a glass jar. This glass jar was actually a Christmas ornament that I found at Hobby Lobby, and it had candy canes in it. And I was able to get the top off the jar by applying heat to loosen up the glue, and I filled it with M&Ms. Let's see what else. Now here is some candy in this jar, and I bought this a long time ago from someone who has made some other items for me, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I will link her information down below if I can find it. I think it's called Posse in Forest or something like that. She has a Facebook page. I'm not too sure I'm going to be able to find her because my Facebook page was hacked recently, and I am starting Facebook all over again after years and years and years of history there and a lot of contacts and friends. So I may not be able to find her. So I think if you have a Facebook account and you Google Posse in Forest or Forest and Posse or something like that, you'll probably find her. But this is really amazing. Look at that candy. Isn't that something? And the top comes off that jar. This candy jar here came with the ice cream parlor set, and that's cute, and the top comes off of it. The jar here, the tall skinny one with some rock candy inside, was something that I purchased at the American Girl store, and it had candy in it from what I remember. Maybe some gummy bears or something. So I cleaned it out and I use it here. And here's a little cake that I made and a couple of slices of cake. This little tart is American Girl tart, and that's just a glass plate that I found somewhere. I'm not sure. And in the corner we have some real Pussy Willows and this little menu sign that I made for the ice cream shop. And now let's look at these guys. This cake, I'm not sure what set it goes to, but it's an American Girl cake. You've probably seen it before, and this is just a really nice cake holder. Let me take the top off. Look at the detail on that cake. Isn't that nice? I'm going to need a wedding cake for Reba and Rip when they get married. If you know of any Etsy crafters that can make me a wedding cake for them, please leave that information in the comments below, because I'm probably going to commission someone to make a cake for their wedding. Now this little jar here with the cookies inside, not too sure where I got that, but the same person who made the candy in this jar made these cookies. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? They are so cute. Okay, heading back over here. Let's put those away. This is another jar. I couldn't even tell you where I got that, and that just has some beads in it, crafting beads. This small jar here has Halloween candy in it, and that's a My Life As item. These little cupcakes, I believe, came from Queen's Treasures. I'm not sure about the plate, probably American Girl. And look at this little candy that I made a couple of pieces in here, but most of it I got from Dolly's Dining Room. Look at the detail. Isn't that awesome? And I've talked about Dolly's Dining Room in other videos, and I even have some unboxing videos of her items. Let's see what's down here. We have an off-brand basket with the napkins that come with this set, an ice cream scooper that comes with this set, and then this little jar that I had and filled with crafting beads, or whatever kind of beads those are. It seemed like it worked here. So yeah, that's everything in this corner. Now we need to move to the counter. Here we have the cash register that comes with this set. Look at how cool this is. Hold on, let me see if I could position the, look at this. Whoops. There's some coins in there. I don't know if these coins come with the set or I found them and put them in there. Couldn't tell you. Okay, and this light comes with the set. Let me put that on for you. Hold on. Look at that. That's so cute, right? These little handles move up and down. And let's see, what else do we have here? Let me move some things out of the way so I could tell you about some stuff. Let's move that out. Okay. So this is a Christmas ornament that I found at Target. Isn't that adorable? Look at this. I know it's not realistic. Who's going to get macaroons with glitter on them at a bakery or an ice cream shop? You're not, but it's cute. This is the menu that comes with the set. What else do we have here? Oh, I removed these cupcakes. These are American Girl cupcakes in holder. And over here I have a mixture of things. I couldn't even tell you. I think the cookies are our generation. The heart cookies are our generation. The cupcakes, I'm not too sure. Maybe our generation or My Life As. The peanut butter Hershey Kiss cookie, I made that. I think this is Queen's Treasures cake. These are Samantha's, whatever they're called, pedophores. And I'm not too sure about the plate. Probably American Girl plate. These little, whatever they are, cherry desserts are from Dolly's Dining Room. These are Samantha's little cakes. And that's everything here on the counter. Look at that. Oh, let's look here. Let's see. Okay, some of these items came with the sets, but I want to show you some of the things I have. So I'm going to pull some stuff out so you can get a better look at it. These two cups, along with a couple of spoons, came with the set. And you can take them out and you put it back in. These here I found at a thrift store. They did not come with the set. They're glass and they are so adorable. I have 4 of these and I found these at a thrift store. They're glass in the metal holder. And I have 4 of those in here. And the set came with these 2 really pretty plates and these ice cream cones. Here on the bottom, I have some bowls that I purchased at Walmart. And I think they're called pinch bowls or something like that, but I got them a long time ago and I have so many in different colors. I just love them. Even this here, I bought it. I don't know where I got that actually. I was going to say I got it at Walmart, but I'm not sure. This one here. I don't know where I got that. It's so cute. I never use it for anything. And then these here are just some boxes from the Queen's Treasures. Probably even has the name on the back. It sure does. And I just thought they would be cute here. And the ice cream parlor, I just shove them in there. So that's everything here. This is a little plant that I found. I think I found that at Target in the bullseye section. Now we're going to come to this side of the room. Oh, look at this. So many things. Look at this. Let's hone in here. Wow. We even have some desserts in here. Okay, now let's take a look at everything. Let's start with the table area. This is an American Girl set. I'm sure you've seen it before. And on the table, these are Felicity's items. The chocolate pot, and I did a whole video on polishing the chocolate pot. Actually, 2 of them, because I have 2 of these. Where the other one is, nobody knows. These are fresh flowers from my garden. It's October here in New York, and I still have flowers coming out. Imagine that. And this is the setup. You probably know the name of the set. I can't remember it. And this is a real candle here. Look at this. I love this set on the table. Okay, I'm going to move the table out of the way so that we can get into this cabinet and I could show you everything that's in here the best I can. Up here I have this little, I don't know, wooden thing that I can't really get down unless I take everything down. It just has some potpourri or some other stuff in there. And then we come down to the cabinet. And I have some lights in here. It looks like the battery's dying. And I have a tea set in the back there. And I got that in London. I went to London many years ago with my girls. And I picked that up there. This is a little clock I found at a thrift store. These, I guess, diamond cut glasses. There's 2 of them here. These are American Girl glasses. I think they might go with one of Rebecca's sets. This is Samantha's lemonade set, and we have silverware. We have this little perfume bottle, and down here we have more of Samantha's items, the teacups, the plate in the back, the little pitcher there. This yellow floral tea set is an off-brand that I picked up at a thrift store. Down here we have a couple of bowls in the back that I got at Walmart. That green vase I got at a thrift store. Look how pretty that is. And then the glass next to it, I have that one, and I have this blue one, and they're so pretty. I don't really use them for much. They're just miniature things. This pink jar, I'm not too sure where the heck that came from. This pitcher in the back and the cup are off-brand. I think I picked them up at a thrift store. I have 2 glasses here, and those I got at a thrift store. And then look at these glasses. I have 2 of these with the little flowers on them. Aren't they so cute? Oh God, they're adorable. So that's everything inside of this cabinet. And as you can see, the inside is brown because this was brown and I painted what you can see white. You can't see this, so I figured, oh well, I don't need to paint that because it's inside. Was not stressing about it. And I put this little handle on here. Yeah. And that's that. Now we're going to cover this piece in the back and this cabinet and everything here and up until the pictures and the plant and this little piece. Okay, back here. I have an Instagram reel about this piece, so I'm going to include that for you. The flowers are Felicity's, I think. And I have 2 of these flower sets. Don't know why. Does that happen to you? That you get extra sets of things and you're not too sure why you even have them? That's the story of my life over here. And here's the inside of the desk. Look at this. And you see the ink with the quill pen in the back? I made that. These are just paper cutouts that I have and I used in here with a little magnifying glass that I found at Hobby Lobby a while back and a little trinket box here in the corner. Look at the detail of this trinket box. Hold on, let me zoom in. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And actually the quill pen and the jar of ink along with a pad I sell in my Etsy shop if you're interested in checking that out. That's the roll top desk. And down here we have some more paper cutouts. A little radio. It actually works. And I found this at Walgreens many years ago. I don't think it fits in with the theme, but I needed something to put on the shelf and it fit perfectly. This is something that was a shelf, just this part, and I added the legs on. So this was a wooden doll that I cut and stained. And this piece here, I added this on because it was just open like that. And then I covered the top just to give it a little more height because I needed it. And then I put the little handle on. Yeah, what do you think of that piece? Well, I hope you like it. I do. It's not too functional. It's not a real functional sitting desk. It's a standing desk. So if Samantha wants to come over and write a letter to somebody, she can stand in front of the desk and do it. Now here, let's change the view. Here on this side of the room, I just have some little doodads, a plate that I purchased somewhere along the way, more little doodads in a cup. And here is a jar of jelly beans that I made, some chocolate that came with the set of the jar of candy I already showed you, and that box that says Tea Table Chat came with the chocolate as well. I made the Whitman sampler. The straw box I found at a thrift store. This little clear bowl has fake gummies in it, and I'm not too sure where I got them, but somehow I've accumulated a collection of gummies. And let's look down here. Little tea set. Not sure where I got that. Boy, I'm not sure of a lot of things. It's too much to remember, honestly. Do you remember where you got every single thing? If you do, congratulations. Give me some of your brain cells because I can't. This set here that looks like little strawberries, I found at Hobby Lobby. They're actually charms. And this little pewter looking set is also something that came from Hobby Lobby. And in the back I have more candy. And this little cabinet I found at a thrift store for like $2.99, I think. And I've talked about this cabinet in a prior video. I think it might be one of Kit's kitchen tour videos. And this used to have a solid front until I put this metal mesh on because I wanted to have a pie cabinet. I don't know if it's really too much of a pie cabinet, but it serves as a pastry cabinet. And here we have little cinnamon pastries I made. This is Felicity's, I don't know the official name, but a chocolate cake. And down here we have a pie that I purchased from Crafty Girls of Avon on Etsy. And this pie, I believe, came from Small Batches. Becky is the shop owner, and I will link her shop down below for you because she makes some amazing things. So that's that cabinet. And then we have 2 pictures on the wall that I made, and these flowers that I picked up at Target in the bullseye section, and this little drawer set. There's nothing in it. I'm not even sure where I found it, but I just stuck it there so I could put the flowers on top of it. While I was editing the video, I realized that I forgot these items here, these 2. So let me take them out and show them to you. I found these in New York City. They came in one of the little balls like the mini brands, and I know they're not technically AG size. For example, let's take this one and put it by Samantha. I guess it could work, but to me it's a little small. Anyway, so they have gummies in them, and I think it was $10, but I thought they were so flippin' cute. And look, you even have a little scooper. And look at these candies. Oh, this one has an egg in it. That's interesting. I didn't even know that. But look at that. And look at the gummies. So anyway, they're a little too small for the American Girl dolls, but I think they work really well in this shelf unit. What do you think, Samantha? You like them? Yep, she likes them. So we're going to keep them in her ice cream parlor. And that will conclude the tour of Samantha's ice cream parlor. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I sure hope you do press that subscribe button, turn on notifications so that YouTube will let you know every time I post a new video. I typically post once a week, and now I'm starting my room tours. So you're going to see a lot more room tours of the dollhouse that I showed you early in the video. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Spend some time with your dolls, and more importantly, take care of yourself. Until next time, bye everyone.